Whenever you have a doubt, it's a spirit. Whenever you have an action, it's a spirit. Whenever you have a war, it's a spirit. When you have a battle, it's a spirit. When you have a conversation, it's a spirit. When you're working, it's a spirit. If you have a business, it's a spirit. If you have a thought, it's a spirit. It doesn't matter what you're doing here on this earth. It's spiritual. Anytime someone believes God, truly believe, they have wars all day, every day, all night, every night. Some they see and most they don't see. Because if the Most High God would allow us to see some of the battles or the wars of the people that we are warring in the spirit, some of his people get up. He said that. He said, look, the time will be cut short even for the elect's sake. You know what I'm saying? Because the faith going to start be like, okay, God, what is all this power? But he told you, he said, in the last days, I'm going to pour my power out on all flesh. He meant everybody. So the wicked going to get power and they're going to do wickedness with it. They're going to raise up and have power to do more wickedness. The righteous the same way. So this only happens because this is what happened with Moses and Elijah. It was a showdown. It was a showdown to prove all power is his power. Okay? And I remember somebody telling me, oh boy, this is like the witches and the warlocks. Let me tell you something. It's about to go down. I seen some stuff in the spirit that'll make somebody commit suicide or go out of their mind. The problem is that most of the people that's professing Christ, they're not really walking in it. If everybody's walking in it, the ones that professing it, if everybody's really on their grind with it, all this chaos wouldn't even be. It couldn't be. It would just fall dead. So now you'll begin to see, because now we're going into the seventh bowl. Okay. Now you will begin to see, because this is when he promised to start to show you that I am going to judge the wicked. I am going to judge the demonic. I am going to judge the satanic. I am going to judge the evil. I am going to judge those that profess and out in the open say I'm wicked and I'm this and I'm that when they know it's horrible, right? The bowl in Revelation is the seventh bowl. And this is when he talks about on the kingdom of darkness. What he gonna pour on the kingdom of darkness? This is when they about to start falling. I'm not talking about falling to off a couple of stairs. I'm talking about falling to death, falling to hell, falling to the abyss. And remember, when I say fall, it could be to death. It could be to nothing. It could be like Nebuchadnezzar. You know, he went crazy out of his mind. But there's going to be a lot of things that's happening. This is that seventh bowl. See, the first bowls were pertaining to God's people because he wanted them to turn. Hey, you're professing me. You know me. You've had a encounter me. You have had an encounter with me, and you have not turned. You have not given me your heart wholly. You're lukewarm. You're cold one day. You're hot. You know, make your choice. So then, you know, the sores that they talk about in a bowl, those are the cancers. Okay. So get it to the point is now you're going to see high places come down. Now you're going to see high principalities and powers come down. It's about to come down. Do you hear me? I'm seeing it. I seen a couple of them in the last couple of months. I'm like, oh my God. However, you know, it's God's timing. I don't wish anything on everybody, because just like God do, he wished the wicked would turn from their wicked ways, but they're not. Once you got a status on the earth, you know, it's hard for a person to give that up, you know, so they can go and be just normal and be righteous and be, you know, good. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know that we're walking into the season of the seventh bowl. We in between the 6th and the 7th, and somewhat the 5th bowl is still happening as well. But if you ever, you know, want to hear more about the bowls, whatever, just comment, let me know, and I'll go over the bowls for you in detail, complete detail, because I have it written all down, the revelations or whatever. But you have the wicked that walking around and thinking that they're going to attack the Most High chosen people, his people, and they think they're gonna really, you know, they walking away like, okay, it's cool. But you can't walk away as a righteous person and the person that's attached to the kingdom of God and say, oh, let me see you do something now. That's not how God operates. He said, I have a certain day for the wicked to be judged. I'm going to judge them at my own discretion. When he said we was going to be reigning over someone, he specifically said we're going to be reigning over the 12 tribes of Israel, over righteous people. So when you seen all those other bowls happening, it was literally his people. And some of his people, sort of saved, but they have gone to the wicked side. They have really totally left him. And he said that's what he desired. He desired you to be really, really with him, hot, 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 or just go on the other side, be cold, 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 far from him. He don't want you to be playing with both sides. He don't like that. He gonna spit you out. You're gonna die. You gotta go. You gotta get out this battle. You're not good for nobody. So you're playing both sides. I want a true war here. I want intensified war. I want true believers. If you truly believe in Satan, cool, go on his team. If you truly believe in me, come on my team. And this is Armageddon. Okay, and this is when you're gonna begin to see the wicked fall. I mean, the high people in high places, high spirits. And remember, a body is just a body. A spirit is controlling that body. And 9 times out of 10, if they don't know God or they live in a certain way, you're going to know the fruits. Remember now, Satan is a giver. Satan will give you anything, but there's a price. God is a giver, but all he requires you is to be righteous. But Satan, hell opens his mouth daily because it gets wider and wider because he requires you more and more. The more sin you do, the more you do for more and more and more and more. You're going more and more and more. But God be like, let me give you peace for what I just gave you. I gave you that much. Hold tight. I'm going to give you some more, but patience is a virtue. It's the fruit of the spirit. So yeah, just get ready. Get ready. You don't have to get ready to rumble. God is already ready to rumble. His kingdom has always been ready to rumble. His angels always rumbling. They never stop rumbling. His chosen are always rumbling. When you put your hands together and form that pyramid, you're rumbling. When you put yourself last, your flesh last and fast, you're rumbling. When you sit yourself down somewhere and read his word, you're rumbling. When you sit yourself down and meditate on his goodness and his power and his authority, you're rumbling. You understand? When you got a passion and a fire you that's burning for him and his kingdom, his righteousness, his glory, his power, his presence, you're rumbling. Yeah. Be blessed.